Hello everyone, I'm Rosie King from Corporate Training Options and I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar on Microsoft OneDrive. Our presenter today is our Microsoft expert facilitator, Gordana Marinkovic, and today we're going to cover OneDrive, and the topics that she's going to look at for us are sharing files via OneDrive with your team, staying updated with the versions of the files, co-authoring with document histories automatically recorded for you. And our webinar bonus today will be how to sync your files with OneDrive automatically. So I'm really looking forward to today's session, and I'd like to hand over now to Gordana. Thank you, Gordana.
All right, thank you, Rosie. Welcome to OneDrive. I'll be guiding you through the benefits of using OneDrive. OneDrive is your online cloud storage for your documents. It is available on different apps, so you've got access to it on your, as long as you've got a browser, so it's on your phone, your computers, your tablets and so forth. It gives the opportunity of actually saving all your files on OneDrive for your personal access, but it also gives you the opportunity of actually sharing it with your colleagues internal to your organization or externally. And the benefit of actually sharing is it will give multiple users access to the same document at the same time. So the collaboration feature online is quite amazing to watch. Two people can log at the same time. You can actually see in real time changes made. While those changes are made, OneNote will automatically save versions. So it does have a built-in version history, and I'll demonstrate on how to use that. So the whole idea of OneDrive is to save your information on a cloud, and it could be to set up documents for your personal files, or it could be for drafts that you may want to share with other users. So to demonstrate how this works, I'll log into my office.com. So I've just opened up a browser and I've typed in the URL office.com. And one of the tiles that you'll instantly see is OneDrive. Now this tile can be accessed via the app launcher, which is what we call a waffle up the top. If you click on that app launcher or waffle, another way to view this is you could actually see your OneDrive tile. So I might right click on that to open up a new tab, because I like to have that available for my reference while I'm using the browser, and it's a convenient way to actually upload my files. Now to really demonstrate how files are saved in this document, I am going to create a new document in Word. Because when you use these online apps, the default setting is everything will be saved to OneDrive. So you can see that this document has automatically been saved. I am going to rename it so we can find it by clicking on the title of the document. And I might type in test training. And you can see it's updated. Now I'm going to type in some sample text. And that has automatically saved. So when you're actually using the online apps, there is no save button. It is defaulted that everything saves to OneDrive. Now to see this document, I will close it down by using the X in the browser. I'll refresh the OneDrive window. And that way you can see that OneDrive has automatically saved my test training document for storage. It is private. Private basically means I can only view this document, I can only see this document, but later on I will show you how to share it. If I open up the document again, I might right click on it just so I'm opening it up in the browser. I'll make a visual change to this document. So just color coded that. Again, it has automatically saved. When I go back to my OneDrive, I'll just refresh it. The document has been updated. Now, to see those updates, there is a version history. So I've clicked on the ellipsis for more actions, and I've got version history, and it basically has a track record of all the changes that I've made. So currently it's got 3 versions. Another way to see that version history is if I open up the document. When I click on the title part and go to version history, it will show you again the 3 changes that I've made. So that way, if I decide I'm not happy with the changes, I can step back to view the changes made. And then I can save a copy of that. But the idea of OneDrive is we're working with one document. Now with this, this document, as I highlighted earlier on in OneDrive, it is set to private. I might decide that I need to share this. And the reason you share this is to reduce the amount of email attachments with your colleagues in the office or with external clients. The idea is you're reducing the storage of your email, the quota, but also we're trying to eliminate any attachments. So it's a new way of sharing or attaching documents to an email. So if I click on that share button, the idea is up the top is you choose who you would like it to share it with. So it could be anyone, which means internal or external. Anyone in CTO in my case, because I'm licensed to that account. It could be people with existing access, or it could be a specific person. So I might choose anyone in CTO. Now with this document here, I can even just stop them from editing. So if I uncheck that item, they can read that document, view it, but they won't be able to make changes. I can even stop the download. So that way they can't save their own copy of this document. They can view the document, but they can't download it. Now, I won't be that restrictive. I might say, yes, they can make changes in this document. By allowing editing, they also will automatically be able to download a copy if required of this document. So if I apply those changes, I type in an email of who has access to this document. So I might just choose Rosie, and I can add as many people as I like. I can add a message in here, or it could be I could copy that link, and that way I can paste it into a drafted email that I've already prepared. So I might just say, hi Rosie, please view document. Okay, and then I click on send. Rosie will get an email notification with a hyperlink to say that she has access to that document. And also in my OneDrive, you can see that the status has now changed to shared. Now, if I decide that I don't want Rosie to have access to this document, I can click on shared to change the access. And in here, I can stop the sharing, so that way she has no longer access to the document. Or I might include other people that may want access to this document. So I might say, well, I'm going to give Blake access to this document. And that way Blake and Rosie both can edit this, this document. So you could always manage the documents by clicking on that shared link. Another way to view the documents that you've shared is on the left, you have the shared folder, or view, I should say. And there are two tabs at the top that says shared with you and shared by you. Now the shared with you are documents that other people have shared for you to have access, while shared by you is documents that you've sent through. So that's your summary, and you can see that test document is a summary of all the documents that I've shared with other people. And if I go back to my files, I can clearly see that some documents are set to private for my own use. Other documents will be shared. I can upload documents. I might just choose a document, random document. And I can upload it. And that way that document has come through. You can see again, it's set to private, but if I decide that other people need access to this document, again, I can share, change the settings of what they can do, whether they can edit. I can even set an expiry date if it's anyone external. I can set a password, but when it's internal, you can see there's less settings. So I'll cancel that. I won't go through the share. Okay, and that's basically a quick rundown of OneDrive. Now we may need to sometimes sync. The sync option will sync every few seconds, but if you find that your documents aren't coming through, you can synchronize it. I'll just have to sign in. But the idea of synchronizing, it will give you the opportunity of syncing it with devices that you have. You know, if you've downloaded the app on your phone, or you've downloaded it on an iPad or other laptops, you do have the opportunity of actually clicking on that sync. The way you sign in is you'll actually see that OneDrive comes through in your taskbar on your computer, or it's an app that you need to download on your phones. But once you click on that, you'll have the opportunity of actually going to your settings. In your settings, you add the accounts that you'd like to sync. And that way, once you've added the settings, the idea is it will sync with this computer. So if I just bring up my passwords, instead of me typing that in. And I can get the mobile app, but this time I'll just say later. Okay, now the idea now is, because I've added that account, I don't always have to log on via the browser in office.com to see OneNote. I have the convenience of actually using my file explorer. I've got my OneDrive with CTO now in here, and you can see the test document. So that way I can use that test document on my desktop app. Again, I can make changes. So I might just put in a heading. I can save these changes. And that you can see that that was syncing. So that's actually synced online. So that way, if I'm not available on my computer and I have internet connection, I can go online, type in my office.com to sign in, go to my OneDrive, I can see my test document, and that way I can see the changes made in the actual document. So the sharing for your convenience it's amazing. It's available on all devices. The sharing with other users, it will allow you to reduce your emails, attachments. The quota will be also reduced in your emails, and the co-authoring. So many people can actually sign in at the same time and make changes. And that will also notify you who signed in up the top here. And you'll actually see in real time changes made in the actual document. Okay, so that's a quick rundown on OneDrive. So start exploring OneDrive, start saving your files in OneDrive, and have a look at the sharing and the co-authoring and the version control in OneDrive. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you, Gordana. That was great. I've been using OneDrive myself for years, and I didn't realise that it had all that functionality built in. So thank you so much for sharing all that with us. It's been a pleasure having you here today, and everyone else. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing everyone again on our next webinar. Thank you again, Gordana. Bye for now.